Hello everyone, welcome to Dilip Oaks Academy. In this lecture we will revise the basics of quadratics with the help of few examples. So here comes the first question, which is asking us to find a root of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 9x plus 9 equal to 0. Now as you know, there are several methods to find the roots of a quadratic equation. However, here we will use what is known as the factorization method or splitting the middle term technique. Now what we do in this case is we observe that the extreme coefficients are 2 and 9 and we multiply them, which gives us the answer as 18. Now find the factors of 18 which will split the middle term. Now what is the middle term? Ignoring sign, the middle term is 9 and factors of 18 which add up to 9 are 6 and 3. Therefore, we will split the middle term as 2x square minus 6x minus 3x plus 9 equal to 0. And this leads to 2x taken outside, inside the bracket x minus 3, minus 3 taken common, inside the bracket x minus 3, entire equation equated with 0. Again taking x minus 3 bracket common, we get x minus 3 in the second bracket 2x minus 3 equal to 0, which leads to the solution x equal to 3 or another solution x equal to 3 by 2. However, from the options we can make out that only x equal to 3 is present. Hence, we will mark option C to conclude this question successfully. Now, let us go to the second question, which is declaring that minus 7 is a root of a quadratic equation, then which of the following must be a factor? Now this is just concept testing or concept checking question. You can say typically level 1 question that can appear in the GRE. Now I'm showing you what the concept here is. It says if alpha is the root of a quadratic equation, then x minus alpha has to be a factor of that quadratic equation. Now here, as you can see, the role of alpha is played by minus 7 and therefore the factor is x minus of minus 7, which is equal to x plus 7, and therefore we will mark option E and go to the next question. Okay. Yes. Now this question is coming to us in exactly reverse direction as the previous one. In this question, we are given that 4x minus 3 is a factor of a quadratic expression and we are expected to find the corresponding root. So what is the technique here to get the root from the factor? It is illustrated in the solution. To know the root from the given factor, what we can do is we can equate the factor with 0. Therefore, I am letting 4x minus 3 to be 0, which gives us that 4x is equal to 3 and therefore x is equal to 3 by 4. As simple as that. Hence, we will mark option B and go ahead. Okay. I believe you are understanding these techniques and the solutions that we have presented here. Yes, here comes the fourth question. Now, as you can see, this is not from the quadratics because question is clearly asking you to find the degree of a polynomial, but I am covering it under quadratics because this is the only apt chapter where we can put it. Okay. Now, to count the degree of the polynomial, all of us know that we have to count the degree of the highest term present there. Okay, or we have to identify the highest degree term. That automatically becomes the degree of a polynomial. Now you see in option A, the highest degree term is 5x square and the total degree of that term is 2. Therefore, the entire option A or the polynomial present in option A will have degree 2. In option B, the highest degree term is x power 4 and therefore the degree of that entire polynomial is automatically 4. In option C, you can make out that the highest degree term is x square into y cube, whose degree is 5. Because degree of x square is 2, degree of y cube is 3. So it adds up and gives you the degree of that particular term to be 5. and therefore the degree of entire polynomial in option C is also 5. Now, since this is single answer correct type, actually we shouldn't find out the degrees of remaining options, but still let us figure it out. So in option D, you can see the highest degree term is x cubed, therefore degree of that polynomial is 3. And lastly, in option E, the highest degree term is x power 6, therefore degree of that polynomial is 6. However, read the question carefully. It is asking us to identify that polynomial which has degree 5, and that job we have already done. It is option C. Okay, so we'll mark option C to conclude this question successfully. Now let us go to the last question of the day here. It is explicitly stated that x minus 4 is a factor of x square minus x minus 12. Then which of the following is the second factor? Now there are two ways of getting the second factor, of which we will again apply the factorization technique. So what I will do is I will write this expression x square minus x minus 12. Once again I will observe that the extreme coefficients are 1 and minus 12. So the product is minus 12. Now which are the factors of minus 12 whose addition is middle term, which is minus 1? So clearly what comes to my mind is minus 4 and plus 3. Therefore we will split the middle term as minus 4x plus 3x, and that gives us the quadratic expression as x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. Further, I can take x common, leaving x minus 4 inside the bracket. Again taking plus 3 common, leaving x minus 4 inside the bracket. Taking entire x minus 4 common, leaving x plus 3 in the bracket. And therefore you can see that x minus 4 is one of the factors that is already stated. So I have figured out the other factor has to be x plus 3. So using factorization technique, we have observed that option D is the right answer here. The second method that I was talking about was, since a factor is known, you can find the roots, and you can find one of the roots, and then you can find the second root using either product of roots or the formula, and then from the second root you can get the second factor. But I thought that will be slightly lengthy, and this will be a very simple solution, hence I presented this one. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. For more such videos, check out our playlist and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.